What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Jadis Young, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Goodman 13, what's up, man? Kevin Lopez, what is up, man? How y'all doing? All right, before we get to this stream, I'll put my intro. If y'all can hear me, y'all can hear me. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna talk about a lot of shit. Say what you want. You believe in this team, all right? Because I believe in this team. Is it crazy to have high expectations? Because when you listen to a lot of people, especially analysts, they think that this team is just. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people tell me it's just a wild card team. Oh well, we just want to win a division. If that's your goal, then what are you here for? I think the Philadelphia Eagles to me, are a team that's ready to compete. I believe in Jalen Hurts. Kid is special, and I keep on telling you, you guys are going to watch this kid ball out, man. 12-5 Eagles, I say 16-1. And the reason why I say 16-1, a lot of people don't like it, is because I don't see any loss except the Packers. Let's be real, when you look at our schedule, do you see a loss? Because I only see the Packers being a loss. I appreciate that. Love the music. I appreciate that. Is it wrong to say 16-1? Am I over dramatic when I say that? Am I, reaching when I'm saying that? Because I honestly think if this team, with this defense, with this offense, with the receivers that we have, why can I not say 16-1? You're splitting with Dallas? I don't see that. I don't see that. I see you all sweep. I see us sweeping y'all. I see us sweeping the whole division. Dallas has not gotten better. CeeDee Lamb has never been a number one. He's going to be the number one this year. Dak Prescott, we already know what he is. I don't see that. That is no disrespect. That's just facts. Is Dak Prescott a elite quarterback? No. He has the exact same playoffs as Kirk Cousins. 1-1 in playoff wins. 1-3, his record. That's not good. That's not something to write home about. What's up, Slasher? Welcome to the channel. The Dallas Cowboys are not a threat whatsoever. Only the media, and you got some Eagle consecrators, not all of them, but some of them are holding on to breath about Jalen Hurts' accuracy. But I've seen Jalen Hurts work out. I know this kid's going to ball. MVP this year. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But MVP this year for Jalen Hurts. I expect him to ball. I'm not going to do predictions, record predictions, nothing like that. No, I mean, record prediction I do, but not the stats and how many touches. I don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? I just know he's going to ball out this year. Dak is a borderline elite. How? He's 1-3 in the playoffs. 1-3 is his record. Never won a divisional round. Never been to the NFC Championship. If that's elite to you, then I guess you like mediocre. When I talk about elite, I talk about Mahomes, the Rodgers. I think we split because I can't remember that last time. What Eagles are sweeping the Cowboys this year, bro? Nobody's scared of Dallas, dude. Nobody. Look, man. We got the number one receivers. Number two, we got Devontae Smith's going to go against these number two corners. Going to ball out. Then you got A.J. Brown going against one of the best corners probably in the league when it comes to Ramsey's. The Alexander's, he's going to, well, not the Ramsey this year, but he's going against those type corners. CeeDee Lamb has never versed those players. Never versed those type of corners, I mean. When he did, he got shut down by one of those corners, and that was Marshawn Lattimore, I believe, last year. Just because he has the production does not make him a number one. So, no, I don't agree that the Cowboys, I don't think the Cowboys gotten better. Your draft to me was not good. And that's not being biased, that's being the truth. If you told me that the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys had a good draft, you're lying to yourself, because I don't think the Cowboys had a good draft. Your O-line, I mean, who did you pick? An offensive line that has more penalties? In Boys for Life, he's trolling about me. He does his thing. But, he talked about he debated me. When he debated me, he couldn't tell me why that offensive line he picked was good. Oh, well, it's the upside. So did Andre Dillard had upside. And it does not work out like that, because upside does not help you in games. Production, being elite with your blocking skills help you win games. That offensive line the Cowboys have is not good. Now I expect us to go at Dak Prescott. I expect pressure at Dak, and I expect us to send heat this year. I'm looking at you, Jonathan Gannon. CeeDee Lamb's another Jarvis. I agree. I think he is a Jarvis Landry. And I think the Dallas Cowboys are hoping that he will be that number one receiver. We sweeping the Cowboys. Fuck a split. I agree. I think we are sweeping Dallas. And I think I think that's why you see a lot of content creators like Boys for Life trolling me. Because guess what? He can't talk about his team. Look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But let me be real with you. I don't see us splitting with Dallas this year. You got a better chance of splitting with the Washington Commanders, even though I don't think we're going to split with them. I think we're going to sweep them too. I mean, hell for bitch, if you lose to Carson Wentz, do you imagine what the media would do in Philadelphia? How many fans would say we should have never got rid of Carson? We should have kept Carson, got rid of Hurts. You know what I'm saying? But I expect the Eagles to beat. Like I said, I think we're going to sweep the whole division this year, and I'm definitely serious about that. I don't see anybody scaring me. Jadis, I realistically can see 12-5 everywhere it goes right, but I'm predicting 10. Who do you predict? Cowboys? Nah, you ain't going 10-7, bro. You're not going 12-5. I see 0-2 from the start, and that's not being biased; it's being real. You're losing to Tampa Bay, and you're going to lose to the Bengals. I don't care what any Cowboy content says. You know what I'm saying? Some of these Eagle consequences will tell you that you're good. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you you're not good. You didn't do anything to improve. Your defense to me is trash, overrated. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Michael Parsons is going to have a year like he did last year. I think he takes a step back this year. I cannot wait till we play the Cowboys. I was predicting the Eagles. Okay. CeeDee Lamb will face Derek Stingley. CeeDee Lamb is a number 2 receiver. They're just hoping he's a number 1. Cowboys lost Teddy Bridgewater. They lost to Teddy Bridgewater. I believe they lost to who else? Kyler Murray. Come on. You can't make this shit up. Cowboy fans are really, really scared. This is why Eagle consecrators don't like me. It's not because they know I know football. They just don't like because I speak the truth. I'm not one of these clickbaiter Eagle consecrators that are going to tell you they're good. You didn't do nothing. Yeah, do I say a lot of stupid shit sometimes? Absolutely. But you know what? Everyone does. So what? But when it comes to my true passion, I am that dude. They can say I don't know nothing, but guess what? I'm the same one who said we were going to blow out the Falcons last year. Every consecrator got on my ass for it. Hell, they got on Bird Game 30, but shout to Bird Game 31 if he's in this chat. It's so funny these consecrators weren't on that energy last year when I was. Oh, you ain't going to beat the Falcons. Why not? Oh, Calvin Ridley's the number one. No, he's not. He's a number two. I don't think he's a number two anyway. I think he's a number three if you want to be real. I don't think he's a number one. I wouldn't even say he's number two because number two produces. He did not produce. It's different when you don't have that number one dude. And Amari Cooper's not here to save no CeeDee Lamb. He's not here to save Dak from fourth and out. You know what I'm saying? Going 3 and out. This is the problem with Cowboy fans, man. You Cowboy consecrators are hoping and you're praying. You know, I got 301 Cowboy shot to him, but he's in my DM show me CeeDee Lamb videos. Now show me the video where Marshawn Lattimore shut his behind down. That's what I want to see. Don't show me no highlights. Show me where he went one-on-one with corners and got shut down because he realized he wasn't the number two anymore. When they made him the number one in the New Orleans, he got locked down, shut down. Nothing to even be discussed. Marshawn Lattimore put the pause on him. Cloud just locked his ass down. And you're going to see that again. I predict Deebo Samuel to be a Dallas Cowboy during the trade deadline. And why do I say that? Because Jerry Jones is going to realize, oh shit, we don't have a number one dude. Bro, being realistic, I think. No, I'm being realistic too. I think you're trash. I'm being realistic too. I don't think you're elite. The Dallas Cowboys never been elite. 1-3. You know, Cole Cowboy. You know, this guy comes on I was on Bird Game 31's channel, and this guy telling me about Jalen Hurts. Why are you comparing a third-year quarterback to a seventh-year quarterback? That shows me that your quarterback's not up with the big ones. Because why are you comparing him to Jalen Hurts when you should be comparing him to the Josh Allens, to the Mahomes? Yeah, you can't do that. So you got to compare him to Jalen Hurts because you got nothing to discuss about your quarterback. You can't talk about he went to the NFC Championship because it never happened. Dak is never, ever going to the NFC Championship. He does not have the capability. Unless he has a real team around him, that means offense has to be perfect. Defense has to be legit top 5, maybe top 2, okay? Both pass rush, strip sacks, interception, you name it, and a elite receiving corps. But if you take those pieces away, Dak is a 4th-round quarterback, 4th-string quarterback, or a 4th-round, whatever you want to call him. He's not an elite quarterback. He hasn't done anything special. Yes, he won in regular season. Congratulations. Y'all want a cookie for that? How about the playoffs? When Jimmy G went into Jerry Jones world, or whatever you want to call it, Jerry world, and lit your asses up. How about that defense stopping the so-called? Listen, Dak Prescott had elite receivers. He always had that. Why can't he not get it done? Oh, it's not the team, Eagle Chan. Well, you got to understand. It's not Dak. It's the team. But yet, the quarterback got paid. I'm sorry. I'm not blaming the team. When you get paid like a franchise quarterback, when you're making, what, $6.6 million, I believe? Correct me if I'm wrong. Then I'm putting the blame on you. When you don't do what you need to do, I'm putting the blame on you because you got the bag. You wanted to get paid. Dak was talking about how he deserved the money. And this guy came and went a freaking divisional round. You don't deserve the money. If I was Dallas, I'd let him walk. What if? Because you can get easily another Dak Prescott. Hell, I think Jimmy G could take that team further. Jalen Hurts made the playoffs in the regular season to so that argument is dumb as heck. Nick Foles, a backup quarterback, even got for exactly. Talk about it. So why are we scared to say the Eagles are going to be a lead team? I'm watching OTAs and I'm already getting pumped up, even though it's OTAs, because this team is something about them. And you could talk about, well, remember the Dream Team? Yeah, the Dream Team was a bunch of 30-year-olds. This team is young. Young. The Dream Team was thrown out the window when Rams won the Super Bowl last year. That was supposedly a Dream Team with Ramsey, Stafford, Odell Beckham Jr., the supposedly diva receiver that could never win with anyone, right? Divisional, my guy, Prescott came in. Listen, Goodman, bro, how you going to start trashing the Cowboys when I just said we would split? You're wrong. That's why I'm trashing the Cowboys, because you don't understand your team has not been the same since you lost Randy Gregory. When you lost Amari Cooper, when you lost Randy Gregory, when you lost Amari Cooper, you got worse. You didn't upgrade. I don't see y'all splitting with us. I see us sweeping y'all. That's right, the broom. It's your turn to get the broom. Who did you draft that I'm supposed to be scared of? Your offensive line you draft, let's be real, it's not good. You can hype this dude all you want, but he will never, ever, ever be what you had before. Leo Collins was the best offensive line that you drafted, and you replace him with a guy who has more penalties? More penalties in college? I'm supposed to be scared of that. Give me Fletcher Cox all day over him. He's going to feast. Stan Marino's Randy Gregg. No, he's not. See, here's what we talk about, right? We talk about delusional. That is delusional. You better hope Sam Williams is that. What he did in college, listen, how did Taco Charlton work for y'all? Has Leighton Vander Esch been the same since after the 1 year? Don't talk to me about comparing other players. Listen, it's the problem with Cowboy fans. Y'all delusional. You know damn well Randy Gregg was a big upgrade. You didn't replace him. If it wasn't for the fielded stuff, Sam Williams would have been. Stop it. Stop it. That's bull. That is bull crap. You listen to Boys for Life. Other teams passed up on him. If he was such a good player, he would have definitely been in the late first. I ain't trying to hear all that. You reached. And I like Sam Williams. Do I think he's a first-round talent? No, I don't. No, I don't. Stop it. It's the problem. Now y'all sit and say, if Sam Williams didn't have the off-the-field issues, if this guy, if the skies was purple, well, the sky's not purple. Neither is Sam Williams. He had off-the-field issues. And yes, you probably think he can be good. Come on. I ain't trying to buy all that. Don't stop listening to boys. I call him trolls for life. He out here telling me he debated me, man. When I came on your channel, man, we had a good discussion. Don't act like you destroyed me. You didn't silence me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got Devontae and Joseph wrong. I didn't get the wrong one where I told him he would destroy him. He destroyed him in the game, the last game when it counted. Supposedly, right? When y'all bragging about sweeping, But yet Devontae Smith was able to do this. What did he do to y'all? He did this to your so-called corner. You know what I'm saying? And it's the problem with Cowboy fans, man, especially Boys for Life. He won't mention what Devontae Smith did to this dude. Hold on, where is it at? Where is it at? You know what I'm saying? He won't mention this. He will not mention what he did. Look at this. Turn him around. Whoop. Get the hell off me. Look at that. Look at that. Too easy. Too easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about JC Dan. What is it? You said Jordan Davis. The man is going to. Oh, he's absolutely going to help Fletcher Cox. Listen, Jordan Davis. I expect him. I think he can be Rookie of the Year. But then again, he probably won't get it because he's an Eagle. Now, if he was on the Cowboys, he would definitely get it. But let's be real, they don't give it to the Eagles. But I expect Jordan Davis to help. You listen, Jordan Davis is going to get some more playing time this year. If you think this guy's just going to be rotational, I thought he would be rotational. But when I heard Jonathan Gannon, it sounds like he's going to be a starter. Maybe not a starter, but going to be put in as a starter maybe. A couple snaps, you take him out. You know, because let's be real. I'd rather put Jordan Davis in than a guy like Fletcher Cox. I looked at PFF, shout to PFF, even though I don't agree with a lot of their takes. But this guy is not even better. I saw he was even better in production than, let's see, Robert Quinn, Fletcher Cox. He said something about he wasn't better than. There was so many other defensive ends that he wasn't even better in. I don't know if Robert Quinn's a defensive end. I think he is. But it's crazy how Fletcher Cox regressed. I got to definitely make a video on that. It's going to be my video. You know what I'm saying? Diggs can only intercept his coverage, needs work. Listen, Diggs can get touched. Diggs can get touched. People are running around here like Diggs cannot be put on skates. That's false. AJ will do that this year. AJ Brown will do it this year. He will. He will. Yes, Goodman, Trayvon Diggs' main futures was what interception Diggs had a connection to the ball, which is why, because Michael Parsons got home. Michael Parsons got home. I like the music in the background. You know, it makes the stream a little bit interesting. Michael Parsons got home. When Diggs got cooked, it's because Michael Parsons did not get home. If you can put Michael Parsons on check, Diggs will get cooked. He relies on his speed, his instincts, whatever it's called. He relies on those. AJ Brown will put Diggs in check this year. I'm telling you. I like Wentz over Hurts. I disagree. I don't think. What has Wentz done? Let's be real. Carson Wentz went to Indianapolis. He choked in the playoff when the game was on the line for the chance to get to the playoffs. The Washington Commanders don't have a good offensive line. They lost Brandon Sheriff. I don't think they upgraded. They reached on a first-round pick, let's be real. John Doxson's a good player, but he's not no Deshaun Jackson. Like Ron Rivera talked about, he's Deshaun Jackson. He's not that. They didn't give him offensive line help. Carson Wentz is going to run for his life. I'm not scared of that Washington Commanders team. Carson Wentz is washed. And that's just being real with you. He's not the same player from 17. I think Hurts has a better year than him. Wentz won us the Super Bowl. Yeah, he did. I congratulate Wentz for the 17 year. But the man literally could not stay healthy. Nick Foles the following year took him to the divisional round. And I'm not a big Nick Foles fan, but that's just the truth. In 2019, we were in the playoffs. And obviously the concussion happened. But let me tell you something. Whether you like it or not, I don't know if I would take myself out there if I'm a quarterback who got paid a lot of money. Listen, like, this is my team on the line. I'm not taking myself out there. Out of the game, excuse me. I did not agree that he took himself out of the game. I understood why he did it, but I don't agree. When there's a playoff on the line, you put your freaking head, your fucking helmet back on, and you go out there and you produce. I'm sorry. And then you cried when our quarterback was drafted. But instead of Carson Wentz going out, they said, you know what? Jalen Hurts, you're not taking my job. He cried. So I had no respect for that dude. I'm all about the logo. I'm not about quarterbacks. And if Jalen Hurts doesn't work out, then it's up to the next one. But I believe Jalen Hurts right now, let's be real, Jalen Hurts has took Eagles further than Carson Wentz. Let's be real. Has Carson Wentz really won a playoff game? No. Never won a playoff game. Neither has Jalen Hurts, but I promise you one thing. Jalen Hurts will win one playoff game before Carson Wentz will. I will promise you that will happen. I guarantee it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This team should be able to get to at least an NFC Championship this year. Look what Wentz did with the Colts. He chokes. Now, he had a good year statistically, and he had some good games. I'm not saying that. But if you think he's going to do what he did with the Colts to Washington, you're wrong. They don't have the same offensive line. I think the Colts, we can argue, has a better defense than the Washington Commanders. They got better linebackers, got better safeties, got better corners. I'd argue they have better receivers. I like Terry McLaurin, but give me Michael Pittman Jr. over him any day. And then you rely on a rookie receiver, you hope it hits. But let's be real, every time you see a Penn State receiver, KJ Hamler could not stay healthy for the Denver Broncos. Look at the Penn State products. Do they always last? You don't know what Jahan Dotson is. And then you add the fact that the Washington Commanders drafted a quarterback. Is that going to affect Carson Wentz's confidence? Because let's be real. This quarterback they drafted, he's going to want to start too. Is Carson Wentz going to fold? I think he will. The Browns are a comedy show. The Browns, I mean, you know, the Cleveland Browns are a train wreck. I just want to let every Eagle fan know, just take it in. Just thank Howie Roseman, even though sometimes, you know, I ain't the biggest Howie Roseman fan, but thank you for not trading all your picks for a Russell Wilson and Deshaun. Look at Russell Wilson. Already wants to get paid again. You just got paid. He wants what, $45 million? I'm sorry. I think the Seahawks did the right thing. Those are diva quarterbacks. You want a quarterback that believes in, I'm all about getting your money and your bread. But let's be real. Russell Wilson went 89 with Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. And now you want, what, $45 million? And guarantee you just got paid. You got paid by Denver. Now you want more. You're a selfish quarterback, in my opinion. You're not about winning. You're about getting your bread. And it just, to me, I just think it's going to fall in their face. I really do. I don't think Russ Wilson will succeed in Denver. I don't. I think it's going to be a situation where I think he just doesn't live up to what they thought he could be. Because I don't see that division being easy for Russell Wilson. You got Patrick Mahomes. You got Derek Carr with a brand new receiver in Devontae Adams, the number one receiver for Aaron Rodgers, who has been the number one. And you got the Chargers, who just gotten better. The defense got way better, adding Khalil Mack to the pack. And then you go and you get, who did you get? You got a linebacker, I believe. One of those linebackers, I believe. You still got Justin Herbert as the quarterback over the Chargers. And let me tell you something. I expect Justin Herbert to continue doing what he does. That's why the Chargers get to the playoffs this year. McLaurin is light years ahead of the Pittman. I mean, we could disagree to agree. I would take Pittman over McLaurin. I like a big receiver who goes up and gets the ball. I like McLaurin, no question about it. But give me Pittman all day. That's just my opinion. I think Pittman's a beast. He's been Carson Wentz number one. Colts got Darius Leonard. Yeah, I mean, Darius Leonard is coming back from back surgery. But yeah, I mean, Gilmore, talk about it. Matt Ryan, I expect him to Matt Ryan, they got Nick Foles over there. Team's legit. Justin Herbert's new corner, J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson went over to see, talk about it. If you're Russell Wilson, why would you go to the NFC West? No, I'm not NFC West. Excuse me. AFC West. Excuse me. The fuck I said NFC West for? My fault. AFC West. Or the AFC, whatever you want to call it. Where the Denver Broncos play in. You know what I'm saying? I think it's AFC West. Correct me if I'm wrong. Russell Wilson is not going to win a championship over in Denver. I just don't see it. And then you went to put Deshaun Watson, right? It doesn't look good for Deshaun Watson. If the Eagles gave up all that for Deshaun Watson, there'd be no A.J. Brown, like I keep on saying. You don't get Bradbury. And you probably will lose Deshaun Watson for at least a whole year. It's looking like Deshaun Watson won't play this year. It's looking like that. Ravens might make the playoffs over the Browns low. They should. It's really going to depend on how Lamar plays. Because I don't like Lamar. I don't think he's a elite quarterback. A lot of people tell me, well, he could throw. I didn't say he can't throw. Well, I did. Lamar does not have a legit arm. If you think he does, you're not watching the games. Just because his stats look great does not make him a legit quarterback. Listen. When the playoffs were started and you played against the Bills team and you're throwing in double coverage, I'm not paying you all that money. Lamar has been horrible in playoffs. Why would I pay a quarterback that? And I'm not a Ravens fan, but if I'm a Ravens fan, I'm not even liking Lamar. I'm going to be real with you. I don't like running quarterbacks. I don't like running quarterbacks. Lamar has to learn how to sit in the pocket and deliver, because you will not succeed with just being a running quarterback. You won't. I don't care what anybody says. RG3, how did he turn out? Tyrod Taylor, how did he turn out? He's a backup, but he's still playing, but he's not a starter. You cannot be a starter in the league. You will be passed up by different teams if you cannot throw from the pocket. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, Mahomes throws from the pocket. We see Mahomes throw from the pocket. He also can run outside the pocket. Same with Wilson. Same with Rodgers. Same with Herbert. These quarterbacks are outside and inside the pocket, and they still can make these throws. And that's what you got to hope Jalen Hurts can do, which I think he will. Because I've seen Jalen Hurts, the Washington Commanders game, the last game, even the game when we played them, when Hurts needed to throw because his legs weren't the same, when he got hurt and he could not really run, you saw him throw in the pocket. Now, he had a bad first quarter. I'm not saying he was perfect. I don't expect to be perfect. If you do, well, newsflash for you, he's a project. He's also was in his rookie year technically. It's because you might not think that, and he's in his third year technically. I consider him as in his rookie year last year. Technically, he was in his third year. If you want to be real, he was in his third year. But I consider it was his rookie year last year. All these new coaches, new training staff, new players. You got a rookie receiver that you really didn't get involved with. You got receivers dropping balls. If you don't drop these balls, if Jalen Reagor catches those two balls, what would we be saying now? But again, falls back on the quarterback, obviously. And Jalen Hurts wasn't good in the Giants game. I ain't going to say he was. But he made some throws that were like, come on, man. Even the Broncos game, Quez Walker's got to catch that ball. If that ball was caught, that's a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Just being real with you. Of course, every head coach on the hot seat, when they go 4-13, but Sirianni want to go 4-13, so I don't have to worry about that. No, Sirianni wants to win a championship. I love watching Nick Sirianni's press conference, don't you? Because I see a guy that wants to win. There's some coaches that are like, yo, this guy's boring the hell out of me. This guy, you could tell, is not a puppet, man. Nick Sirianni is a very interesting young coach. He reminds us so much of these McVays. Hopefully we won't get McVay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a fan of McVay. Yes, he has creative plays, but how many years did it take him to finally win a championship? I expect Nick Sirianni to have a really good year. I expect him to be coach of the year. I do. Those are my expectations. Feel free to comment down if you disagree. I'll be gladly to disagree with you. Dak will be lucky to have it. Dak is not going to win more than a playoff game this year. Dak Prescott will not be in the playoffs this year. I promise you. If CeeDee Lamb does not work as the number one, oh shit. Look, there are going to be questions about Dak Prescott if he's the guy. If he does not at least get to a wild card. You know, we talk about Cowboy fans. You know, I hear Cowboy fans talk about us. You know, they talk about us. If the Eagles are drafting a quarterback, you will too. Because Dak Prescott got paid the bag. How many more years do you think the Cowboys are going to give Dak before they say, you know what, we can't do anything with him? He's not the dude. Hell, if a new coach comes in here, they can look at Dak and say he's not a guy. If Mike McCarthy gets fired, that could be Dak's job right there. Because that coach can say, that's not my quarterback. I don't want that type of quarterback. I don't believe in Dak enough to be my guy. Different coaches have different ways of running things. So Cowboy fans better watch what Dak does because he could be in the hot seat just like Mike McCarthy. Dak is a black Kirk Cousins. He is. What has Dak done? Let's look at Dak and regular season Kirk Cousins. Let's look at their stats. Yes, does Dak have better stats than Kirk Cousins? Obviously. When you have a talent like where Dak has had since his rookie year, with a 100,000-yard running back in Ezekiel Elliott, with a 1,000-yard receiver in Amari Cooper that you brought from the Raiders to the Cowboys, and he's made Dak Prescott even better with just having him. And then last year, I believe I saw Diggs was, let's be real, statistically, he was a top 10 corner. And then you have Micah Parsons, who was just an absolute monster when you put him on the edge. Dak has always had an offensive line. Dak has always had a good defense. Even in his rookie year, that defense was legit. If you know, it's funny, Boys for Life told me on the other stream before, right? And he'll watch this. If Jalen Hurts was on the Cowboys, he had all these numbers, would you be saying that? Well, first of all, we can't say that because that is a what if. I'm not doing what ifs. Let's just say Dak was on the Eagles instead of Carson Wentz we drafted. Do you think he wins a championship? Because I don't. I don't think Dak would even make it through Philadelphia. Dak will not have the exact same weapons that he had in Dallas. He could not win with Greg Ward Jr. He cannot win with Boston Scott. Look at the players. Let's throw as much as I'm forgetting about Carson. Look at the players he had. You think even what Jalen Hurts had last year, you think Dak's winning with those? I don't think so. Dak Prescott needs everything around him to be legit. So, Boys for Life's question, when he talked about Jalen Hurts, if he was on the Cowboys, he had all these stats. That's wonderful to discuss. If you're saying what ifs. Well, what if I had a vagina instead of a dick? Would I be a female? Probably. What if the skies were purple? What if it rained money instead of rain? What if we had hooves instead of freaking feet on a body? You could do the what ifs all you want. I think Jalen Hurts would have been just probably even better than Dak. Because I think Dak Prescott weapons just make him that good. I think Jalen Hurts proved to you, listen, he took a B- team. Say what you want about him. That last year's team was not legit. And they were a young team. I still think Jalen Hurts really put his team on his back. Franchise quarterbacks, what do we expect them to do? We talk about franchise quarterbacks. What are they supposed to do? Get into the playoffs. Yeah, he might have not won it, but he took his team there. With the shitty receivers that he had, except one receiver out of pretty much, because I didn't think Quez Watkins was all that. I think he's all right. But he had legit, let's be real, he had one legit number one receiver, and that was Devontae Smith. And we really didn't give him the ball that much. I'm so sick and tired of Cowboy fans telling me, oh, Jalen Hurts isn't good. Well, what is Dak? Because I don't think Dak would have done good in Philadelphia. Dak is in a perfect situation. He should be thanking everyone, especially the Cowboys, for drafting him. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if he went to any other team, he would have been mediocre. Matter of fact, he wouldn't even be a starter. He would have been cut. He would have probably been on the same boat as Mitch Trubisky. And I don't care who hears me. Yes, it's a hot take. But let me be real, that's the truth. I don't see him a franchise dude. You look at franchise quarterbacks, when the receivers go down, they're able to pick up the team. I've not seen Dak one time be able to do that. Perfect example was the Raiders game. A chance to win the game, and you throw a ball that wasn't even right to the receiver or the tight end. I hear Cowboy fans last year bragging about the first game he was elite, and the Eagle fans would tell me I was wrong. The man almost threw 4 picks in a game. That's not elite to me. If Jalen Hurts threw 4 picks that were dropped, would we be saying he's elite? No, we would not be. So I'm not going to sugarcoat for Dallas because he's in another uniform. We got to stop holding expectations for Cowboy fans like they have high ones. They don't. Dak is a mediocre, average below, black version Kirk Cousins. And someone can argue me with the stats all they want. Regular stats don't mean crap if you're not winning playoff games. And don't give me that garbage that Peyton Manning. First of all, Peyton Manning's a way better quarterback than Dak Prescott will ever be. So don't even put that same sentence in the same category. I don't need to hear Peyton Manning named in the same category. That is disrespectful to Peyton Manning himself. Peyton Manning didn't win since his 10th year. Yeah, but Peyton Manning didn't have the weapons like Dak had. Dak had a CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, 100,000-yard running back. He had Terrence Williams, Dez Bryant, Jason Witten, a Hall of Fame tight end. Tony Pollard always had weapons. Peyton Manning, exact same weapons. I bet you win a couple more Super Bowls. You don't compare Peyton Manning to Dak. Don't sit there and say Dak can be like Peyton. No, they're not the same. Because Peyton Manning showed he can be elite. He showed it. I'm not putting no Peyton Manning and Dak in the same category. That is disrespectful. I put Kirk Cousins and him in the same category because I think they're overpaid. I don't think they're elite. And I think they only have one playoff each, I believe. Kirk Cousins never been to the divisional round. Neither has Dak. Kirk Cousins never been to the NFC Championship. Neither has Dak. What's the difference? I don't see one. You could argue maybe regular stats he might be better than Kirk Cousins, but not in playoff wins. Isn't that the game of that? That's the part of the game, right? To get to the playoffs. Yet when you bring that, Cowboy fans say, "Well, we beat you in the regular season." Yeah, you beat us in the regular season and you lose in the playoffs. When moments are made, when championship quarterbacks are made, when winners are shown, when legends are made, the big game starts in the playoffs, not the regular season. You cannot sit there and say Dak's elite because the Cowboy fan told me in my comments he's elite. How? He's 1-3. If Dak Prescott's elite, then Kirk Cousins is elite too. Great regular season stats. You're not winning prime time. And it's one playoff win. Talk to me. What's up, Coach Dante? Dak is way overpaid. I agree. Cowboy fans talk about how, well, if you're going to draft a quarterback, well, if we're drafting a quarterback, you're drafting one with us. Because I don't see Mike McCarthy being back next year. Dak does not do anything. Mike McCarthy is gone, and probably Dak is gone. And Ezekiel Elliott might be out of here. You might see the Dallas Cowboys rip everything apart and redo everything. What if a coach comes in next year and says, I don't want that. It's my quarterback. You've seen coaches change quarterbacks all the time. Look at the Cardinals. They just drafted Josh Rosen. 1 year, bye. You've seen the Browns change quarterbacks all the time. They just changed their quarterback just now. Teams change when coaches get fired. Quarterbacks go when coaches don't believe in them. And if you're a coach, do you really want to have Dak as your quarterback? I'd rather draft one and take my chances. What has Dak done? A divisional round loss. That's what he done. Jerron Kearse is better than Brian Dawkins. Stop the cap, man. You know damn well you're just trolling at that point. Come on, man. 3-1, I think you're trolling at that point, because if you're serious, that's the dumbest take I ever heard. Jermaine Kearse is a bum. He's not elite. He's 31 years old, I believe, or he's 29. And Brian Dawkins, bro, come on. I don't know if you're serious. I think you're not serious at all. You can't be. If you are, please let me know what you're drinking. Come on. Brian Dawkins is the dude, bro. Weapon X, don't talk about him. That's my dude. Dak is in the same category as Lamar. See, this is where Lord Brunson and I disagreed, because he said Lamar is better than Dak. I don't know. I take Dak over Lamar, because Dak showed me he has an arm. And I honestly think Dak, to me, has more potential than Lamar. But, I mean, that's not something to brag about either. I know you're trolling. I mean, they both mad. One is mad. One wasn't. Last spoke. Wait, what did you say? Dak is in the same category to Lamar. One throws one. One Lamar. One throws. One can't. Both. Meh. Huh? Hold up. Dak is in the same category to Lamar. One throws. One can't. Both meh. One is the same. One is meh. Okay. One won't last. Won't last both good regular seasons. One offensive rookie. Hey, you got a point right there. It's not bad to think of. That is smart, a point right there. But I'll say this, right? I'll say this. Give me Dak over Lamar. As much as I think Dak is not elite, I don't think Lamar is better than Dak. I don't. Then they can comment on it. You can comment down in the comment section if you feel that is ludicrous. We could disagree to agree. Hit that like button if you don't have to, but it would help. Got 3 people in the chat. I think he's trolling. I mean, if you say Jermaine Kearse is better than Brian Dawkins, you're serious, man. I would have to put you in timeout, because I don't think you were in the right state of mind. I wouldn't have to put you in timeout. I would have to, get you evaluated for a head check. You know what I'm saying? No, I want to put you in timeout. I use that a lot. I'm only joking. I want to put 3-1. 3-1 count. What I'm saying. These Eagles team to me is better. Better defense. Better offense. The Eagles got one of the best offense line in football. One of the best. Landon Dixon should have been a Pro Bowl. The fact that he wasn't, I don't know how. To me, he was a Pro Bowler. Had a great year last year. Well, I think he did go to Pro Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong. You got Jason Kelce on All Pro. You already know about Kelce, All Pro. the myth, the legend, the bearded goat. Lane Johnson's a Pro Bowler. Trent Malata will be a Pro Bowler by this year. I expect Jalen Hurts to put up some good numbers this year. When you have a healthy offensive line, when you got receivers, when you got everything. Sorry. When you got everything. Come on. What are we talking about? Dak is mad. Lamar, I think you said that already. Hold on, let me read it. Dak is mad. Lamar is mad. One can't throw at all. Lamar only once looks at RG3. Well, I mean, RG3, the reason why he was not successful in the league, number one, because he was a running quarterback. And when he had to be in the pocket, he struggled. Number two is because Dan Snyder and that franchise is a piece of shit. And they did not keep him healthy. They threw him out there. I think there was an article where RG3 exposed Dan Snyder, said that they didn't even they just rushed him too soon. And plus, Washington fans, I mean, you want to talk about fan base that, you know, booed the shit out of him. I mean, they booed the man. They ruined his whole career, I believe. But RG3, to me, you know, he did not fit in Washington. And Washington gave up a lot just to ruin him. I mean, they gave up a ton. They gave up a ton to get him. Same with Dwayne Haskins. Not really Dwayne Haskins. They got him later. But he didn't work out. RG3, to me, he could have been a good quarterback if he was in a right system with a right coach. He could have. He had so much potential. But like, again, I mean, running quarterbacks don't last. And that's a perfect example. Robert Griffin III was a running quarterback. You could not throw him in the pocket because he would not be able to throw from the pocket. He had to use his legs. And that's why I say, I don't think the Ravens will pay Lamar Jackson. Why do I think that? Because they would have paid him by now. They saw what Brett Hundley did, and they said, well, why would we pay Lamar when we have pretty much a better Lamar? Brett Hundley did pretty good last year. Are you going to pay a quarterback that can't win you playoff games? No, I'm not. I think it'd be ludicrous. That's why I don't understand why the Cowboys gave Dak the bag. I would have let him walk. Dak is only good versus garbage teams. Exactly. Or injured teams. You know, Cowboy fans want to talk about the Saints in 18. I don't believe they had Alvin Kamara. I don't think they had Michael Thomas. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm not... Listen. If Dak does not win this year, Mike McCarthy is fired. Dan Quinn will probably be the head coach. And you've seen what Dan Quinn was as the Falcons head coach. Not good. So he more likely will be fired. Cowboy fans better hope and pray to the gods up in the freaking sky that Dak does not choke this year, because he might not be a Cowboy by next year. I don't care how much money he has. Carson Wentz had the big bag, had the cap held over our heads. You can get contracts off pretty much any player. Pretty much any player, you can find a way to get rid of all that money that you gave them. All that cap held, all that guaranteed whatever. Guaranteed money. You can find, some team will take Dak. Hell, maybe the Broncos will. If Russell Wilson doesn't work out. Maybe I mean, what's a good place for Dak? Probably the Canadian League. I mean, I don't think he's elite. I mean, you got Eagle fans telling me he's elite. How? 1-3 in the playoffs. Still has the exact same playoff wins as Cousins. Cousins won one against the Saints. Got knocked out. Dak Prescott has won one. Got knocked out. Yet Cowboy fans, they love to bring up Jalen Hurts and Dak like they're similar. Why would you, if you think Jalen Hurts is not better than Dak, why would you bring him in the discussion? Because if I'm a Cowboy fan, I'm not bringing Jalen Hurts in discussion. I'm trying to compare him to the big ones. The Josh Allen. The Mahomes. Because you can't. It's not physically possible. You know they're better than Dak. Dak is not up with them. You put Dak in the same category as Josh Allen, you're crazy and ludicrous. The Dak Black Cousins. The Dak version of Black Cousins. Declan Cousins. How about them apples? Huntley is decent. Huntley is decent. Huntley stinks. Who are you talking about? Huntley is decent? You mean the Packers quarterback? He's not good. He take for Hamilton, Linderbaum. Jerry was stupid to reach. Jerry Jones is the Emperor of Palpatine. For the fun, you use this. Shout out to him if he's watching this. That man is the Antichrist. That man is the definition of. You ever seen Captain America? The Red Skull? That is Jerry Jones. Red Face, whatever you want to call him, Red Skull. You know what I'm saying? He looks like that dude from Ghost Riders. With the burner skull. Because Jerry Jones is a skeleton. When he opens his mouth, you see bats flying out the mouth. Just start. Bugs fly. Shit. You know, it's Black Death when you open your mouth if you're Jerry Jones. The man is a creepy. I think he's possessed, if you ask me. That's why I say the Cowboys are possessed. Because Jerry Jones is, to me, like one of those. You ever seen Voldemort from Harry Potter? Maybe not like that, but dude, Jerry Jones is. He got to retire, bro. I mean, when you're 89 years old and you're 1-3 in the playoffs and you have not been to an NFC Championship since 1996, as an owner, you know you should be doing something better, and you choose to just sit there and build. Like, Jerry Jones does not care about winning. He already got his 5. The Dallas Cowboy fans will still buy his merch, still buy the jerseys, still buy the keychains. You got Cowboy contracts like my Cowboys family, who I watch sometimes. But it's like, dude, they're so delusional. I'm watching them and not they're like saying, oh, what do you think Dad's going to do? Nothing. He's going to 1-3, maybe 1-4 this year. 1-4 in the playoffs. Let's make a prediction. Dak doesn't even get to the playoffs. Because I don't see Dak beating the Commanders for the division. I just don't. I think they're going to be in third this year. Anybody disagree? Hey, feel free. The Ravens backup. The Browns didn't have draft capital. No, in free agency. What do you mean? I mean, they had draft capital. Deshaun Watson was their draft capital. They had to give up 3 first-round picks, I believe, and a couple second or 2 first. And think of the money they just gave him. If he don't work out, they're pretty much tied to him. If they cut him, I don't know how they could cut him. They are pretty much tied into him. That's why all the Eagle fans, you know what I'm saying, like these so-called big content creators that wanted Deshaun, that wanted Wilsons. Oh, we need to go out and get Deshaun. Oh, we need to go out and get the Russell Wilsons. Oh, Jalen Hurts not the guy, so we need to draft. Do you understand? We paid these 2 that you wanted. We would be in probably cap hell. Think about how much it would be to get Deshaun Watson right now. With all the legal issues still going on. Yes, it's not criminal, but it's still legal. And it's distraction for a team. It's still going. If you're a Browns fan, what is going through your head? Because I ain't gonna lie, if I'm a Browns fan, which I'm not, I'm kind of nervous. Because those picks, you just wasted on a quarterback that might not even be ready in 2022. He might not play until 2024. He might get suspended this year on his exempt list. If we got Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson, you don't get these players that we have now. Thank goodness we got an A.J. Brown. I'd take A.J. Brown over Deshaun Watson any day. Give me Bradbury over a Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson now wants more money. He just went to Denver. Now he asked for $45 million. Why? You just got paid. Because this guy does not care about winning. He wants the bread. Quarterbacks who want to win don't care about money. Well, I mean, they do, but not to extreme. You got paid, you think that you would be okay. I mean, when he's literally saying, hey, Denver, let's just ride. It don't even sound enthusiastic at all. It looks like he don't even want to be there. It looked like he was forced to be traded there. I mean, I would think you'd be happy with a Jerry Jeudy, a Courtland Sutton. You would think all that talent, you would be happy. But I'm so glad the Eagles didn't pull for Russell Wilson. I'm so glad that we stuck with our quarterback and let him go into year 2. I'm so glad they had, contracts that prevent him from trading teams to the Eagles. Because I do think if Russell Wilson was able to be traded to any team, he would have been an Eagle. And it would be a disaster for Philadelphia. You think now, look at the talent that we have right now. You wouldn't be getting that with Russell Wilson. You would not be getting A.J. Brown. Those picks that you want, Nakobe Dean would not be an Eagle. Jordan Davis more likely would be a Raven. You wouldn't have got a center to help Kelsey. You don't get Bradbury. And you probably have Jalen Reagor as your number 2. Thank goodness the Eagles didn't pull that trade. And like I said, you are feel free to disagree with me. The comments there, you call me clown, call me what you want. That's just the truth. I am so glad. And I was one of these Eagle fans that did not want a Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson in here. How is it turning out for these teams? I don't see winners. I see quarterbacks that got paid, way over too much. And one wants to get paid again, and the other one has legal issues going on. Not criminal, but still legal. Imagine the Eagles had all that. You just got rid of a quarterback that had issues, and you bring two more in. Or you bring one of those two in. One wants to get paid again. No, thank you. I'm not paying you. Win me a championship, then I'll pay you. You want to get paid like the legit quarterbacks, Russell? We know you're good. But let me tell you something. You're on a different team, dude. Show me you can be a champion. Go out and beat the Mahomes. Go out and beat the Herberts. Beat the Burrows. Beat the Derek Carr with his, because I think Devontae Adams is going to help him a lot. Now, I'm not a fan of Derek Carr. I'm not. I think he's another choke artist. But if you think Russell Wilson's going to walk in there and win, no. I don't see that working. I think it's going to blow up in the face. Now, I hope it does, because I'm a Bronco fan at my work. And my God, he gets on my nerves. Treylon Burks will be a bust. He's a bust. Treylon Burks, I said a long time ago, that man is a waste. And I don't think he will ever make it as an impact over starter. I could be wrong. But if you think he's going to have the Ja'Marr Chase year, you're wrong. Ja'Marr Chase had not had issues with physical ability to run routes. His problem was the ball was different, which it is in college. When people are making a big deal of it, I'm like, come on. Now, obviously, you're going to hype your receiver. I would say he's better than Ja'Marr. I mean, I would too. And if it was Ja'Marr Chase we drafted by the Eagles, I'd say he'd be better than Smithy. That's just how I rock. I'm always going to think my receivers are better. I said CeeDee Lamb wasn't going to be better than Jalen Reagor, even though I didn't think that was possible. I tried to compare Jalen Reagor's production better than CeeDee Lamb the one time. Which I don't know why I did that. Because we knew who the better receiver was in the draft. Lamb. Ja'Marr Chase is just, that dude was ready to come out. I don't see Burks that dude. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure I showed you one time. Get that ball up. Get it up. Hold it up. There you go. Truth hurts. Italian fans running their mouth, talking about we don't need AJ. You kind of do. Ryan Tannehill is not a elite quarterback. Let me be real with you. You know, I see a lot of people tell me Ryan Tannehill is good. No, he's not. He's good for what he has around him. I think Derrick Henry makes Ryan Tannehill legit. I think Ryan Tannehill does not make the Tennessee Titans legit. If you get rid of, if Derrick Henry goes down, let's be real. What did Derrick Henry look like when the Titans needed him and he wasn't there? Did the Titans look good? No. I think they were struggling. If I believe they were struggling to put points on the board. You could say the same thing with A.J. Brown is going to be a huge loss for them. Receivers don't grow out of trees. Look how hard it is to find a receiver for the Eagles. It took literally 5 years to find a receiver. It felt like decades. We still had to try to see. I mean, we finally got a number 2. Receivers don't grow in trees. And shame on the analysts for comparing A.J. Brown to a Treylon Burks. They're not even the same receiver. No, they're not. I just go show you some of these experts are dumb. You're not scared of Tyler Smith, Dallas? Would you're not scared? No, I'm not scared of Tyler Smith. Why would I? He's a rookie going against probably Fletcher Cox. I'd take Fletcher Cox all day over him. Boys for Life want to tell me on his stream, oh well, why can the offensive line not shut down? You tell me you're going to shut down Fletcher Cox? If Fletcher Cox does not eat against him, then I'm sorry, man. It's time to do what you did with Jason Peters and get rid of him. Matter of fact, before the season, if the dude does not produce, you got to cut him. You reduced his contract to prevent it from what he had before. So it's only a 1-year deal. You could see a similar situation where they might cut Fletcher Cox in the middle of the season if he does not produce. If Jordan Davis produces more than Fletcher Cox, I think you can see where Fletcher Cox might get released. I would not be shocked. But let me tell you something. Fletcher Cox goes inside rookie offensive line that Dallas drafted with the most penalties. I expect Fletcher Cox to eat all day. I'm not scared of Tyler Smith. Why? More penalties than production. Talk about upset all you want. When I look at a player, I look at production. I look at size, physicality. Don't give me that garbage of upside and potential. BS. The Cowboys reached on a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they can hold their head on is the second-round pick they drafted. Which I don't think he's going to be anything, decent. I think he's going to be what he is. Stingley's inconsistent. I'm not a fan of Derek Stingley. You know what I'm saying? I think Derek Stingley, to me, is going to struggle. I do. Listen, Jamar Chase ripped him up. Devontae Smith ripped him up. Did Jamar Chase beat him in practice? Devontae ripped him up in games. I'm not a fan of Derek. I'm so glad the Eagles didn't draft Stingley. I don't think Stingley's a legit corner. I don't. He has to rely on his speed. I watched Stingley in LSU. I watched the games in college. He had one good year, and his rest was mediocre. And he was battling injuries back and forth. Texas wouldn't have gotten Neal or Garner. Now, Sauce Gardner was gone by then. He was a third-round pick, I believe, from the Jets. He was in the first round with the third pick. The Jets took him early. Actually, no. No, the Jets, it was the third, because the Lions went second. They took Hutchinson. So, he was a third pick, I believe, in the first round. I told Dallas fans it didn't work out well. Taco Charlton over TJ Watt. Number 4, New England coach. Isn't that the dude who got beat by our guy that we drafted in the 4th round? Karan Johnson. Karan Johnson bullied that dude, I believe, in the Reese Bowl, Senior Bowl. It's crazy. But like I said, I believe this Eagles team is legit. And I expect great things. And I'm not shy. Listen, I am not shy of anything. Because at the end of the day, expectations are high, bro. Expectations are high. How can you not enjoy this team? You gotta think, right? With all this talent. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, Miles Sanders, Gainwell, and you got this defense: Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Hargrave, Hassan Riddick, White, the linebacker we got from the Chargers, and then you draft Nakobe Dean, Davion Taylor, Patrick Johnson, the Tulsa linebacker that we drafted. Come on. Cornerback depth is crazy. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Tell me if I'm overreacting. I think this team is a NFC Championship team. I don't care what anybody says. I don't give a freak what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Because I believe in this team. Let me check my TV. Make sure people can hear me. I don't know if people can hear me, but let me check my team. My fucking, not my team. Fuck. I can be able to check how I do, because I want to give you the best production I can. Whether you like my streams, at least you'll be able to hear me. Let's see. Is it in? I don't know why that fucking photo's in. I didn't put that there. Yeah, it's good. It is. There we go. It is. Yes, I'm gonna get my boy hiding on here. What I'm doing, phone acting up. Look, turn this music down, because maybe that's why people can't hear me. Maybe that's why I see people going down. Sometimes music. Hold up. Change this music a little bit. And there we go. Sometimes this music changes a little bit. Yeah. And we just turn it down a little bit. There you go. Let me know if you can hear me. Just loop it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. I'm fixing my settings. There you go. There we go. Cold strains from a small school. I don't care about that. Listen, there's a lot of Eagle consecrators that have different opinions than I. Because, like I said, I mean, if you're getting ready for work, that's fine. I'm off tomorrow. Say shout out to my boy hiding. Wentz is a bum for almost a fail at the FedEx. He gonna fail. Wentz is not going to do anything. Don't. I don't even think he's going. Can he make a full season without getting hurt? This guy's been more injury prone, man. I mean, he's injury prone. You know. Listen, we're not going to run around here like Wentz saw that. You know, Wentz had one good year. You could say he had a great year in 2019. I think he had the best year in 2019 and 17 because I think 17 was a special year. You know, 18 you could say he had good stats, regular season stats, but when you don't win playoff games and you can't stay healthy, I'm sorry. You know, I can't say that you're scary. I don't think Wentz is going to go to the FedEx, and I don't think he's going to tear it up. Wentz is straight ass, and I got to go. Good night. Well, Kevin Lopez, I agree, and take care, man. Yeah, we're going to be here a little bit longer because I don't really have work tomorrow. I'm off. No. I mean, like I said, Jalen Hurts is going to ball out this year. I expect the MVP this year. I do. I mean, people tell me, running around here telling me that, oh, well, I just expect Jalen Hurts to have great games, just good games. I expect him to be MVP. You know, I don't care what anybody says. The kid is special, a baller. He's hungry. He's motivated. I see him work. I saw a pass to Miles Sanders today from his so-called noodle arm, right? The man was throwing like it was nothing wrong with him. You know, and that's why I just say, you know, it's all about the accuracy with Jalen. It's all about reading defense. He has nothing wrong with his arm. You don't make throws like that if you have a noodle arm. I think people just use that to hate on the kid, and I just don't agree with that. You know, if you're going to say something, be realistic. You know, I see people tell me he's a noodle arm, but yet this kid is throwing 50-50 balls. Like, come on, man. Throwing 50 to 60-yard passes. Tim Tebow does not throw that. I'm sorry. Name me when Tim Tebow has thrown a ball when it's not in the dirt. We've seen Tim Tebow. He's nothing like Jalen Hurts. Somebody told me it was Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill stinks. I'd take Jalen Hurts any day over Taysom Hill. That was a guy at my school who told me, at my work that told me that. Wentz is straight ass. Wentz not. I wouldn't say he's ass. I just don't think he can stay healthy. I don't think he can stay healthy. I don't think he can stay healthy. I don't see a elite quarterback out of Carson Wentz this year. Not with that offensive line. Not with that bad defense. I don't think the Washington Commanders have a good defense. I don't. Tayshaun to me is overrated. One good year player, but in the second year before the injury, he wasn't consistent. I saw him being lazy on some plays. Then you got, you know, you lost Landon Collins, you know, which I don't think that's a big bad loss right there. But, you know, they did lose Sheriff. That's a huge loss right there. That's one of your pieces off the line you didn't bring back. Did they replace him? No, I don't think so. You talk about the 5th and 4th round. They don't got Jeff Stoutland over there. We get so spoiled with Jeff Stoutland. I do too. Jeff Stoutland's a real Hall of Fame offensive line coach. One of the best offensive line coaches in pretty much in NFL. Okay. Teams are lucky to have a guy like Jeff Stoutland. Because Jeff Stoutland gets these offensive line for 5th and 6th rounders. You know, and turns them into all-stars. Not all-stars. Turns them into Pro Bowlers. Hall of Famers. Doing him a rugby player, turns him to a best left tackle in the division, in my opinion. He's the best one in the division. And he will be. I expect him a Pro Bowl year. But he turned that beast into now one of our offensive linemen that teams have to go against. And he doesn't, you know, doesn't shy away from knocking someone clean. An offensive lineman like Jordan Mailata just knocking a giant player over, talking shit to them. I love it. I love when the big boys knock a defender over, or a defensive end over, or a linebacker or a cornerback over. Shit, just dominates. I love a hungry offensive line, big boy. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love about Jordan Mailata. He's an absolute star. I can't wait for this guy to continue to produce. And then you got to talk about Landon Dixon. Landon Dixon, I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I was not a fan of Landon Dixon. I understood it, but I'm one of those guys that wanted JOK. But I'm thankful we got Landon Dixon because he worked out. Listen, the thing about him was he was supposed to be a first-round pick. He fell because of injuries. What's up, the GOAT, Mitchie? I think I said your name right. If I said it wrong, I don't mean that. But what's up? Welcome to the stream. Championship teams have great offensive lines. Mahomes, he had a good offensive line. Even Brady had a good offensive line. Even though I don't consider him as a GOAT. Like I said, I consider him as a cheating for our quarterback. Because I'm not going to call him a GOAT who cheats. No, I don't care what anybody says. But, people call him a GOAT. It is what it is. But they all have offensive line. I mean, Joe Burrow didn't have offensive line, but what did he win? He lost. Because when you got to Joe Burrow, he didn't have no offensive line. Now, they improved very much with Aleo Collins. Which the Cowboys ended up drafting what is his name? A Smith. A guy who has more penalties in college. Yet they want to hype this guy up like he has potential. Stop it. Guy's going to be a bust. You could tell winners are a bust in the league before they even take a snap. Like, I think that Giants defense end they drafted, I think it's going to be a bust. I'm going to give you some predictions that you could take how you want it. I think that Oregon guy that the Giants drafted will not live up to his potential. The guy's already hurt, supposedly. I think Jordan Davis will be a star. I think the Cowboys' offensive line will be a bust that they drafted. I think Jahan Dotson will be another former receiver that the Washington Commanders drafted years ago. And if you know who I'm talking about, his name is Dotson, the last name. I think Jahan Dotson's going to have so much hype to his name because Ron Rivera just compared him with Deshaun Jackson. This guy's not Deshaun Jackson. If you watch Jahan Dotson, he's not Deshaun Jackson. You weren't even the head coach when Deshaun Jackson was there. You were in Carolina. So how the hell are you going to compare a receiver when you weren't even the head coach? You never versed Deshaun Jackson, Ron Rivera. You might have versed him one time when he was in Washington. Maybe Tampa Bay. But you comparing a receiver, a rookie receiver, to a Deshaun Jackson? I mean, that's comparing Jalen Reagor to Julio Jones. Remember Carson Wentz compared him to that? Funny as hell how that worked out. I don't think he was anything like Julio Jones. It's just crazy. It's crazy that the Washington Commander fans believe their quarterback is going to do something. Let me tell you something. Carson Wentz will not even play a full season. I don't wish the guy to get hurt, but it's just something you got to put in factor. The guy can't stay healthy. He's injured, bro. He got hurt how many times? Hell, he was playing on a broken, what was it, a fractured foot or something like? I don't know what the hell he's playing on. But it's something that should have never been done. This guy can't stay healthy. And I don't think he's a locker room leader. I don't. When players come out and say they don't, I mean, Some of the Colts players came out and said they missed him, but a lot of them didn't. The Colts owner didn't even want to say anything back to him. They were supposed to have a meeting. Carson Wentz went into the meeting with the Colts owner, and he said, no, leave, be gone, ginger virus. That's his new name, the ginger virus. The ginger stepchild. The ginger head case, whatever you want to call him. He didn't even have one a meeting with him. And people tell me, well, it's because of the vaccine. I don't think so. I think it's Carson Wentz's leadership. Teams look for leadership. And I don't think Carson Wentz has that. He's on his third team. Was traded from Philadelphia. Actually was drafted by Philadelphia. One of the scouts have said many times before the draft that this guy does not want to get better. If you push him, he gets upset. Frank Wright even said when Carson Wentz rookie year that this guy, he's hard to coach. And sometimes a quarterback, you got to allow coaching to be your success. You got to let coaching be your tool. That's the only way you get better. That's why Jalen Hurts will get better and Carson Wentz will not. Carson Wentz already showed you his limit. This is his peak. This is what you're going to get out of Carson. You are not going to get anything else out of him. You'd be lucky if you get that 17 Carson back, Washington. You just will. I don't think you will get that Carson Wentz that Washington thinks they're going to get. I don't think Washington's going to get that Carson Wentz. I think they're going to get a horrible Carson Wentz. A terrible Carson Wentz. A Carson Wentz that's going to frustrate a lot of fans. And I think you see Jalen Hurts produce and get better. And when we look at this trade, I think it's going to look benefit that we kept Jalen Hurts and we got rid of Carson. It already looks better. Listen, A.J. Brown, I don't think comes with Carson Wentz. I think he went because he saw Jalen Hurts being the guy. Devontae Smith, everybody said Jalen Hurts, no one wants to play with Jalen Hurts. Yet this guy was able to have recruited A.J. Brown. Oh, you mean a top receiver who's been the number one receiver for Ryan Tannehill? You mean that dude? Yep. But you told me Jalen Hurts never can't recruit anybody, that no one wants to play with him. It's interesting. It's interesting. I look at this team, I see a team that's ready to win. I see a team that's ready to win, man. And you know what? If it doesn't happen, hey, what are you going to do? But I believe in this team. An MVP quarterback has an MVP year in his second year. You gave him the weapons. You gave him a defense. What more can you give Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts got to go out and produce, man. And I think he will. I believe in this kid. And you know what? That's all you got to say. You know, you got to show confidence in this team. This team is for real. Defense looks legit. Offense looks legit. You know, why wouldn't you think Jalen Hurts would have an MVP? Why is it not okay to say Jalen Hurts can't be an MVP? I think he can be. I can also say he could be, you know, a Pro Bowler. You know, even though I don't take Pro Bowl seriously, but listen, anything's possible for this quarterback. Josh Allen, his accuracy was horrible. He got better since then. But let's not act like Josh Allen out of the league was already legit. He struggled with throwing when it came to accuracy and read defense. Young quarterbacks don't learn that overnight. Hell, Kyler Murray's still learning how to read the defense. And hell, Lamar Jackson's still trying to learn how to do that. Jones in the second year and has done more than these two quarterbacks. Why is it that we want to look at Jalen? I honestly think that if Kyler Murray was not a first-round pick, Jalen Hurts was not a first-round pick. Was a first-round pick. My fault. I don't think you would see the same criticism. I don't. Especially if he was on the Cowboys or the Giants. I think it's because he's on the Eagles. I mean, hell, when Carson Wentz left Philadelphia, look how many expectations were suddenly on Carson Wentz. Oh, Carson Wentz is on a good team. Carson Wentz the elite. Yet they were saying he was trash when he was in Philly. Expectations flipped big time when you're not a Philadelphia Eagle. It's crazy. When you're a Cowboy, you get so much praise. When you're a Giant, you get so much praise. But when you're an Eagle, you're just another guy. It's sad. It's sad. It is fucking sad. It's sad. It really is. Because I don't think you should look at a quarterback because of based on the team. You should look at a quarterback for the potential. And I think Jalen Hurts wants to get better and showing he can get better. Yes, OTAs don't matter. But when this kid is throwing on, he's throwing dimes, come on. How can you not have expectations for Jalen Hurts? If you want this kid to fail, then you're not a real Eagle fan, in my opinion. You're all about the quarterback. I'm all about the logo. But if you want Jalen Hurts to fail, then I don't see you as an Eagle fan. I don't. You got some Eagle fans on Twitter saying, oh, Jalen Hurts got thrown for 3. They're being negative. There should be so much hype this year for this team. If you think that Jalen Hurts cannot improve, then you must have said that with Josh Allen. Hell, Giant fans think Daniel Jones can improve, even though I don't think he can improve at all. I think he's just a straight-out bum. But, it is what it is. I think Jalen Hurts is a legit quarterback. I do. I think he's a franchise guy, and I think he's going to show it this year. I really do. I do. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But let's see this kid progress. Let's see this kid go out and show what he can do. And see what happens. If nothing else, you draft a quarterback next year. What is the worst that can happen? He falls flat on his face. That we know listen, if Jalen Hurts don't go out here this year, I'm not blaming nobody else. I'm blaming Jalen Hurts if he goes out and stinks up next year. You gave him the weapons. You gave him pretty legit defense. It's up to him, and I think he knows it. I think he knows it. And I think he's going to prove a lot of haters wrong and a lot of people who doubted him wrong. I think there's going to be expectation for Jalen Hurts. And I think he's going to answer them. And I think there's going to be questions for Dak Prescott. And there's going to be concerns if he's the guy. Those are my hot takes. I see a quarterback in his second year that's ready to win. I think Dak's going to struggle. And I would love for anybody to come on here and disagree with me. Listen, I'll drop the link you can discuss. I'm not even going to block you this year. I'm not even going to block you. I want you, listen, as long as you don't insult, we can talk football, that's fine. I can talk football. I just don't like when people insult people. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to insult someone to get your point across. Philadelphia Eagles, for me, are a team that's ready to win. Everything you gave Jalen Hurts, the kid got to go out and show it. You gave him 2 number 1 receivers. Devontae is the number 1. AJ is the number 1. Quez is the number 2. I mean, Rager's the number one, even though I don't consider him that. But if he's there, I mean, you sign Pascal, who to me is a guy that, I don't know what you expect from him. I mean, he could show something. You got Miles Sanders, who's coming back off a contract. This is a big year for him. Miles Sanders, can you stay healthy for me, please? Can I get that Miles Sanders back that I saw in his rookie year? I'll even take the Miles Sanders in the second year. Give me the Miles Sanders that we know, because I've not seen that. I have a conspiracy theory. I think it's because he never wore his shield and his mouth guard. I think that's why you don't see I have a conspiracy. Maybe Miles Sanders needs to go back to the shield and mouth guard. Maybe he will be legit. I don't know. It just hasn't been the same, Kenneth Brooks is going to be underrated running back. Bro, I'm so excited to see this dude. I think Kenneth Brooks is another LeGarrette Blount type running back. I really do think he could be a LeGarrette type running back. LeGarrette Blount type running back. I really do. And listen, what I say, you could take that and you could run with that, or you could take that and say, what are you talking about? But I think this Kenneth Brooks dude, the more I watch him, the more I'm saying, how's he undrafted? How did this dude get undrafted? This guy looked like a second-round pick. He really does. Maybe a third rounder, late third rounder, early third rounder. But there was no way in hell he should have went undrafted. No way. I think we got a steal. I really do. I mean, there must be a reason. But when I watch this kid's tape, this kid's hard nose running football, which I love. I love a physical running back that's not afraid to lower his pads. He's not good. I don't like shifty running backs. I never did. I mean, you want to count LeSean McCoy? Yeah, but LeSean McCoy also, he would run into you a little bit too. But, he also got on my nerves too. I like the Brian Westbrooks. I like the Corell Buck holders, even though, he lowered his pads too, but he also did a lot of, making people miss. But I like those hard-running running backs. You look at the running backs in the league, a lot of them are shifty. I love a motherfucker that loves to put their nose into the dirt and lower the pads while they're in the dirt and get as much yards. I love a bull, a monster. If you know where I'm going with, not in the dirt. I love to run you into the dirt. You know what I'm saying? I love a running back who loves to put their pads and make a defender fear him. Kenneth, Gainwell will be a nice number 2, but Brooks is the number 1 running back. I think it's that Jordan Howard run. Listen, the Philadelphia Eagles always been successful, the bread and butter at running back, power back, and run stuffer. Miles Sanders is not a run stuffer. He's a power back. He's a shifty east and west running back, in my opinion. I don't think he's a legit run. He's not a Derrick Henry. And I think Derrick Henry is a different breed than Kenneth Brooks. But Brooks, this kid, how did he go undrafted? Why was this kid undrafted? There should have been no reason why the Eagles should have picked him up. This is a sneaky move. And people they're not seeing it. Kenneth Gainwell could definitely make this team. I'm not Kenneth Gainwell. Brooks, excuse me. He's special. And then I look at, I go back and I watch shout out to the guy who did this, but he had all the route run of A.J. Brown. Listen, we talk about A.J. Brown, right? His route running is so underrated. I think people don't give him the credit that he deserves when it comes to his route run. Because when we look at A.J. Brown, we look at a physical receiver, but his route running, You know, it's so underrated and it's unappreciated, and it should be appreciated more. Because A.J. Brown can run real good routes. You know, he's not Devontae Adams, but my God, he runs some nice, crisp routes. And he can get open. That is something we don't mention enough. We talk about his ability to catch, his ability to run at, with his speed. But I think his route running is off the charts. And you add that with Devontae Smith's route running. Listen, good luck anybody stopping this team. If this team could be what I think it could be, it's going to be a long season for anybody going against us. Now, again, I mean, this got to be on the field. You can't just put it on paper. You got to stay on the field. And that's why I think a lot of Eagle fans don't like when I say 16-1. But I believe this team, I think, is for real. When I say 16-1, because I look at the schedule. The Lions is a W. The Vikings, I'm not afraid of. If you can get to Kirk Cousins, especially on prime time, not good at prime time. Who are we losing to? You think we're splitting with Cowboys? Because I don't. I think we sweep the Dallas this year. I think Dallas gets the broom. I think it's the year we actually sweep Dallas. I think we sweep the Giants. Unless Daniel Jones comes out and looks like Mahomes, which I don't think so, or Josh Allen, which I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? The Dolphins will go to 5 Super Bowls in this decade. I disagree. I'm not a fan of Tua. Tua Tagovailoa, to me, is not a good quarterback. I don't know about that one. What are you saying? He's going to go before? Are you saying the Dolphins are going to have more Super Bowls than us? Or what are you saying? Maybe in a decade? I don't know about that. I don't even if they do, I don't see Tua being the dude. I don't. I mean, time will tell, but I don't. Texas Savage, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Tua Tagovailoa, to me, is you want to talk about noodle arm? That guy is a noodle arm. Tua Tagovailoa, oh my God, is terrible at throwing. He is, to me, Jalen Hurts is much more of an improvement. It's probably going to improve more than Tua. Tua has a noodle arm at the best. That dude is terrible. I don't think he's going to last with the Dolphins. Listen, I think Tyreek Hill should have stayed with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he's going to regret that. I think when it's said and done, he's going to regret that. Yeah, you got the bag, but you also lost one of your best quarterbacks that you ever will play with. Do you think the Dolphins are a shitty franchise? Yes, I do. The Dolphins have never been back to a Super Bowl since Dan Marino. They have not been the same since Dan Marino left as their quarterback. What have they done? They've been to 3 different quarterbacks. 3 different quarterbacks they went through. Ryan Tannehill was the quarterback. Did not live up to the expectations. Always injured. Ryan Tannehill is not a good quarterback, in my opinion. I don't think he's legit. I mean, this guy, I believe someone told me he has not passed for 4,000 yards yet. In passing yet. I don't know. Somebody told me that at work. I don't know how credible that is. But if that's the case, my God. I mean, come on. It just shows that A.J. Brown has never had a good quarterback. I don't think Ryan Tannehill's elite. Ryan Tannehill is a system game manager. He is really good because of Derrick Henry's ability to run. If you watch, Ryan Tannehill is going to take a huge step back. I think Tennessee Titans fans are going to regret trading A.J. Brown. Matter of fact, I know they are. Because that's why they're crying. Tennessee Titans fans are begging and hoping that their rookie receiver is the dude. And I'm sorry he's not. I knew Treylon Burks. I'm so glad we did not draft him because I don't think it's going to translate in the NFL. Listen, Arkansas receivers, I never heard of them. Has there been one in the NFL that's been legit? Treylon Burks is not A.J. Brown. They shouldn't be compared to. And in fact, the analysts compared him to it. It's a joke. A.J. Brown is a way better player than Treylon Burks in college, first of all. In Mississippi, in Missouri, is it Mississippi? Was it Mississippi? DK Metcalf was in Missouri, right? Or Mississippi. I forget what school he went to. What was that school? I had the picture in my head. But anyway, A.J. Brown was a way better player. Way better athlete. Had a way better combine. Way better catch way better catch radius. Way productive. Him and DK Metcalf were called NWO. You know what that stands for? No one could guard. No one. What was it? NWA. I forget what they were called. NWO or something like that. Yeah, there was something in college. I forget what it was called. I was watching a documentary. I think it was called No One. I forget what the meaning was. Someone got look that up for me. I can't look that up right now. My fault. But they were called the NWO. Look it up. I think it was No One Could Guard Us or something. I don't know. I wonder if there's a Dolphins content creator. There is. I've subscribed to two of them, but I don't watch Dolphins content creators, man. I'm all about my team. You know, I don't focus on Dolphins. They're not in my division. Listen, I'm focused on the Eagles. I could give a damn what the Dolphins do. Listen, the Dolphins are not the Eagles. The Dolphins are not a better franchise than the Eagles. I don't think so. How many more playoff wins have the Eagles been to than the Dolphins? You could say the Eagles been to more playoff wins. Has more playoff wins. The Dolphins and Cowboys should be in the same category. Think about it. Last Super Bowl was the 90s. I'm the 80s or the 90s. I think Dan Marino was in the 90s Super Bowl. He didn't win it. But I mean, come on. I think the Dolphins and Cowboys are in the same category. When you went to old history, that's the Dolphins. Now, if Tua can work out, great for them. I just don't see it. I don't think I see the Dolphins in the playoffs in my lifetime. That's because they're trash. They haven't had a good quarterback. You're a shitty franchise. You know, and listen, I mean, that's just to be realistic. They drafted Tua, and they're hoping that dude's the guy, but I think Jalen Hurts is going to be better than him. I mean, we could drop the link in here. If y'all want to come in, let me know. I mean, I want to debate some Cowboy fans. I really do. I like debating, you know. See what you want. If you're respectful, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If you don't insult me, I don't insult you. That's how it works. You know, concentrate so about why'd you block me? Probably why you got blocked because you're probably a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't need to unblock you. It's my channel. You know, I can do what the hell I want. So anybody who got blocked, you probably deserved it. You said some, you know, you said something that, you know, probably triggered me. Oh well. It is what it is. Cry about it. But I'm a very, very respectful guy when it comes to debating. I like debating. But I'm not going to let nobody insult me. I don't give a damn how many subscribers you have. I disagree with you saying the Cowboys and Dolphins. Well, tell me why. I mean, the link is in here if you want to come in. You know, seen the Cowboys win the playoff games. I never seen the Dolphins in the playoff games. I mean, yeah, but I'm just talking about overall the history. You know, yes, the Cowboys have been to more playoff wins, obviously, right? They've been in 16. It was in 18. Didn't the Dolphins go to the Dolphins never, yeah, well, you know. But you want to talk about legacies? The Dolphins' legacy was in the 90s and 80s. The Dallas Cowboys, the same thing. 90s, 80s, 70s. Just saying. Dolphins, Commanders, Lions are only teams in this league I never seen to win a playoff game. Well, the Commander fans, I mean, you know, us from sports don't want to bait me because what's she going to say? You know, you show me the DM, but us the sports wouldn't debate me. She knows she will lose because I would shut her ass down real quick. The Washington Commanders have never been to a playoff win since, 2005. Sean Taylor was your safety, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. You had Clinton Portis as your running back, I believe. Centennial Moss was your receiver at the time, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's crazy a Commander fan or a Washington Redskins fan, whatever you want to call them. They keep on changing their name. I can't keep up with them. It's running their mouth talking about winning. Your territory got invaded with bleacher seats from rivals. That's not winning. When you tried it, you got your ass put on the ground and stomped out by the Cowboys. When you brought your seats to Dallas, what happened? You got put it on the ground, you got stomped the hell out. When they brought their seats into your stadium, they still beat your shit out of you, and they stomped you out. Same with the Eagles, we didn't blow them out. We did the last game, I think. I don't remember. To me, it's old news. You know, I'm supposed to debate. I'm supposed to debate Real. He's a big Washington content. Oh wow. What are they going to say? I mean, listen, they were hyping up Ryan Fitzpatrick, the retired nurse. They were hyping him up. They bathed in shit water. They're the homeless hobos, I call them. They don't got a home. Cowboys got 2 homes. The Eagles got 2 homes. They've not got their home back yet. They're evicted. They got evicted. I don't see them getting a home back anytime soon. They've been evicted. They've been evicted since Dan Snyder took over the team. Has Dan Snyder ever been seen a Super Bowl? Has Dan Snyder ever witnessed a championship? I don't know. Y'all let me know if that's true. I don't know. Legacies are made in the playoffs, yet this team has not made it since 05. Why am I going to talk about Commander fan? Y'all have been garbage. You probably are worse than the Giants. You know what I'm saying? I live in the DMV, and they are more Cowboy fans here than... That's crazy. That just shows you that franchise has been bad for years. You would think Maryland had more Commander fans. They probably will this year because of a new team. And Carson Wentz is their quarterback, and they're hoping he's the guy. But like I told Austin Sports, and I'll tell her again, playoffs are important. The Commanders had never been to a playoff, and when they did, they lost to Tampa Bay. Just like we did. But y'all lost to Tampa Bay too. And you lost it to your own field. We went to Tampa Bay. You lost it in Washington. Or in Maryland, whatever you want to call it, Washington, D.C. You lost it with home field advantage, I believe. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you did go to Tampa Bay, you still lost anyway you look at it. It don't matter. You still had an L on your playoff record. You didn't win. So why are you pumping your chest? It's just what I want to know. Because if I'm a Commander fan, I want to be pumping my chest. I'd be sitting back and hoping my team can actually do something this year. Let me know you're the team for real. Because you can easily get swept by the whole division this year. Easily. I can see Daniel Jones doing it too. As much as I think he's a horrible quarterback. Then again, maybe not. But if you don't think Dak and Hurts are not going to do it, you're crazy. I expect us to sweep them this year. I don't fear the Carson virus, ginger virus, whatever you want to call them. I don't fear him one bit. The ginger jackass. I don't see anything I should be scared of them. They don't got a better defense than us. I can argue they might have a better defense than Dallas. But like I said, why have them second place? Is because they got weapons. But like I said, I mean, it can easily be changed. I mean, you could definitely see Dallas in second place, but I also see them in maybe in third. Because I just don't think Dak's going to do good without Amari Cooper. And 3-1, you could come on there and debate anytime you want. Link is in there. That includes anybody. Any Eagle consecrator, any Giant consecrator, any Jets consecrator. Hell, I don't give a fuck. Not Jets. They're trash. I mean, a Giant fan. I mean, what are they going to talk about? Y'all been trash for how many years, Giant fans? Give it up already, man. Matter of fact, do you even have a spot in the division? I'm just wondering. I don't know. We're going to find out this year. We're going to find out if Hurts is that dude. We are going to find out. And I can't wait. The league has never seen a quarterback like Jalen Hurts with all these weapons. But they will find out this year. Jalen Hurts is going to be an MVP. And I cannot wait. I like this beat, dude. I like this beat. You can talk with this beat. Hope I don't get copyrighted with this shit. YouTube. Karen, put down the fucking copyright button. Don't do it, Karen. Don't fucking do it. Don't you fucking dare, Susan. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Stop trying to make YouTube trash. Please stop doing it. Just lay off the YouTube copyright button. God damn. You can't even have fun anymore on YouTube anymore. YouTube is so pussified and bitch made. No offense. But I'm so sick of consecrated. Like, Philly knows you got a copyright straight for just having fun. Can't even have fun anymore. Such my guy knows Philly Notion. Philly Fresh, all these guys, man. Philly Mike, you already know. I work with a lot of them. I have no beef with anybody. You know, they always have beef with me. I don't have beef with anybody. There's only certain people I have beef with. You know, and usually it's not beef. It's just a disagreement that turns into beef. I don't got time for drama, bro. When I usually give you attention, it's because you asked for it, you know? But other than that, it is what it is, man. It's your boy Equal Champ 1. Peace out.